This is the dark truth behind Fortnite's biggest lawsuit. Fortnite isn't just a game, it's a global empire. And in 2020, it became the center of one of the biggest lawsuits in tech history, a battle that could change the future of gaming forever. But before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It all started with a simple move by Epic Games, the creator of Fortnite. In 2020, Epic introduced its own payment system inside the app, letting players buy V-Bucks Fortnite's virtual currency directly from them at a discount. Imagine going to Starbucks and paying less than everyone else because you have a friend who owns the place. That's kind of what happened. Sounds like a good deal, right? But there was a catch. By doing this, Epic bypassed the 30% cut that Apple and Google take from every purchase made inside their app stores. Basically, they refused to pay the toll for using Apple's and Google's platforms. That move broke Apple's and Google's rules, and within hours, Fortnite was banned from both the App Store and Google Play Store. Imagine if Monopoly Man suddenly kicked you out of the game for using his secret passage. That's kind of what happened. But Epic wasn't surprised. In fact, they were ready. Minutes after the ban, they released a video called 1980-Fortnite, mocking Apple and comparing the company to an evil monopoly. They even filed lawsuits against both Apple and Google the same day. This wasn't just about other game developers joined in, teaming up with Epic to fight for what they claimed were fairer rules. Apple and Google were in trouble. Epic's argument: Apple and Google have too much control over mobile gaming and are squeezing developers by forcing them to use their payment systems. This is the same as when a local bakery has to pay a protection fee to a mob boss to keep doing business. Epic compared these fees to extortion, saying they hurt players and stifled innovation. Apple and Google, on the other hand, argued that their fees protected users and kept the platform safe. Think of it like a bouncer at a club. They might seem strict, but they say they're only looking out for the safety of everyone there. But here's the dark truth. This wasn't just about player freedom. It was about billions of dollars. Fortnite makes billions every year from microtransactions. If Epic could bypass the App Store tax, they could pocket hundreds of millions more annually. To put this in perspective, like if Uber decided to stop paying commissions to restaurants that use Uber Eats and instead have customers pay drivers directly, they could save a fortune. The trial was like a reality TV show, full of unexpected twists and shocking revelations. Apple admitted the App Store made over $60 billion in 1 year alone. That's insane. And Epic, they were willing to risk everything to break Apple's grip. The public watched as two titans clashed, each claiming to be the hero. Gamers everywhere were asking themselves, who do I support? So what happened? Who won this epic battle? Well, the verdict was a bit of a letdown for some. Epic won a small victory. Apple was ordered to allow developers to direct users to outside payment systems. But Apple also won since the court ruled Epic had breached its contract and owed damages. Fortnite still isn't back on iOS through the App Store, unless you use cloud gaming. Tim Cook didn't lose any sleep over this one. In fact, Apple's worth nearly $3 trillion. A few million here and there won't make a dent. The truth is, this lawsuit wasn't just about Fortnite. It was about the future of digital freedom. And it showed gamers that behind the fun and the skins is a brutal war over control, money, and power. You can play both sides, but in the end, it's not your decision. It's the platform's call. They hold all the cards, and we're just playing by their rules. So what do you think? Was Epic fighting for gamers, or just for profit? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Wordly for more stories behind the world's biggest controversies. See you next time!